Everybody, 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 everybody sit your down and listen to true motherfucking story told by Kendrick Lamar Rose Cranch.
What it do? It's your boy J. Lou, and you are just in time for something new. Alright, now in this video, your boy, I didn't have to switch it up, you know what I'm saying? It's your boy Prophet Lou coming through, you know what I'm saying? It's been a lot of things that I've been calling out in the wave game. I get hate for it because I'm the only one willing to speak up and say this stuff. But at the end of the day, as of late, there's been a lot of people that have been posting on the Facebook wave pages. I'm gonna roll some clips just so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about.
This shit hard as a motherfucker, bro. Like, bro, I waited a fucking week and a half for this shit, bro.
So if you did not watch my first video and you find yourself in this predicament, I know you are pissed. Because at the end of the day, nobody, after they spent their hard-earned money, wants to find out once they open a product that it comes out this way. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I figured I'd make this video because a lot of people tend to overlook the facts just simply because they try to say I'm a hater and all this nonsense. But with every single video I make, I always go down into the details, whether if it's a product review or if I'm giving a critique on somebody else's product. You know what I'm saying? So are your products supposed to harden up in the mailbox? Now, if this happened to you before, you probably be like,
oh man, this is a natural phenomenon, you know what I'm saying? This is normal. All you gotta do is heat it up, blah, 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 blah. Oh man, all these people overreacting.
But your boy Prophet Lou, I'm here to tell you guys, when I said on my first video, why would you spend that much money on basic ingredients? People took that as a diss. They tried to say that I was hating by saying that, when the reality is, this is not supposed to happen when it comes to your products, you know what I'm saying? Now, the reason why I said this is a basic ingredient list is because that's what it is. That's not hate, that's just the simple facts. People try to say,
oh, I'm soft, I'm sensitive.
But whenever I say things, they get all in the uproar and they cry and complain, talking about,
oh man, you a hater.
and I just sit back and I laugh because I'm like, dude, out of most of the people on the wave pages, I'm one of the few people that actually know what I'm talking about. Whenever it comes to products, your products are not supposed to harden up if they are made right. So when you open your mailbox up and you take it home and everything like that, and you open it up and you find out it's a brick, you're probably wondering, why in the heck is this happening to me? This is supposed to be the highest quality ingredients. Now, one thing I have to say is, out of all of the products that I've ever received, even during the winter time, I actually received a product in Colorado. I had it reshipped to the address that I was at because I wanted to do a test while I was up there. You know what I'm saying? I was all the way in Breckenridge, like I said. The day that the product arrived, it was like 20 degrees, you know? So with that being said, when I opened up the product up, it was a butter. I'm not gonna go into the details about it, but the butter was not as hard as this other product on the market, you know? Now, for the unbelievers that still may try to think your boy J. Lou is a hater, what I decided to do was I took some products and I want to ask y'all a question. How long do y'all think it takes for products to freeze in the mailbox? Because that's what most people saying. Most people saying,
oh man, it just froze in the mailbox. It's perfectly normal, blah, blah, blah. Just go on about your way.
I wonder, how long does it take for products to freeze when you put it in a freezer? As a matter of fact, you ain't even got an answer because I already got the answer. The first time that this happened, what I decided to do was a little experiment, because that's everything I do on my channel, you know what I'm saying? So what I decided to do was take the basic ingredients that I have around my house, as well as the other products that I have around my house, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be some names that y'all gonna notice. There's gonna be some names that y'all probably not noticed. I decided to put them in my freezer last night. I went to work, came back home. As you can see, I'm in my work clothes and everything like that. And now I'm about to go check the freezer and see what the products are looking like, you know what I'm saying? And then I'm gonna give y'all more details in regards to why this happens, as well as the things that you need to know, the good and the bad, if this happens to your product. So with that being said, y'all follow me right quick. All right, so I'm about to go to my refrigerator right now. I didn't put them in the refrigerator. I actually put them in the freezer because I was like, I want to see what the heck is really going on with products. Are products supposed to do this, you know? So check this out. All right, so in my freezer, as you guys can clearly see, I have the remix. This is the remix wave butter. This was the original formula that the product was actually inspired by, you know, despite the credit not being given to it. I didn't say that as a diss. It's just, you're supposed to give credit where credit's due, right? You know what I'm saying? Now, I also have the remix pomade. This is actually the Louisiana sugar pomade. If that'll get in focus, you probably can't see it right now because it's focusing on the coconut oil. But this is the Louisiana sugar pomade. This is made by Remix as well. I have another one of Remix butters. This is a butter that I've been using for a while. You know, I just figured I'd put all of them in there. I was like, let me test this in regards to a product that's full versus a product that's not full. Alright, so as you guys can see, this is a new product right here. This is a product I'm supposed to be doing a review on. This is the Trinity House of Suds hair sealant butter. It has cocoa butter as well as avocado butter. You know what I'm saying? I put some coconut oil up in the refrigerator because everybody love to talk about coconut oil.
Oh, coconut oil freeze too.
Alright, we're gonna get into that. Alright. So y'all can't say that your boy is being biased, you know what I'm saying? Take a look at that. What product is this right here? This the HD waves, man. Everybody said, oh, HD waves do the same thing, bruh. Alright, we gonna see. And then for my waivers that's on the budget, you feel me? You already know I had to throw in the Murrays, the super light and everything like that. Now, I don't want to waste too much time, so let me go ahead and go upstairs before any of these products have the opportunity to thaw out and show you guys exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, so I'm back upstairs, and the first product I want to take a look at is the Murray Super Light, you know what I'm saying? So let's open this bad boy up. Alright, so when you take a look at the Murray Super Light, as you can see, I've been using this bad boy for a while because I actually plan on using this product in the future and giving you guys a review on it. If I take my hand and try to rub it across, the Murray Super Light, you can see it's not frozen, but at the same time, if you have Murray Super Light, then you know Murray Super Light is not supposed to feel this way. This actually feels more like the original Murray's because it's very solid, you know what I'm saying? But like I said, that's the first product. Alright, the next product, the OG Murray's, you know what I'm saying? Alright, now you can take a look at this product and you can clearly see whenever a product starts freezing up, you probably can't really see it, but in this Murray's, you can kind of see some of the bunching up that's taking effect in this product. It's supposed to be clear all the way through, but whenever products freeze, I'm gonna get into the details about that a little bit later. It's not good for the product. But if I rub my hand across this for the most part is frozen. I really can't dig it out with my finger, as you can see, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to mess my fingernails up. Typically when products are like this, you have to use your fingernail and basically push against it just like this in order to scoop it out. But I'm like, okay, those are cheap products. That you would expect that from a cheap product, right? In the store, you can probably find this bad boy for like maybe $2 to $5 or whatever, right? The next thing I want to talk about is the Remix. This is the sugar pomade or whatever by Remix. Now with this one, this bad boy is frozen solid, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to dig around it. This bad boy is frozen solid, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you would say that the Remix product acts almost the same way as the Go-Drip product, right? Alright, so the next product what I'm gonna get into is the full version of the Remix butter, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, just take a look at it. I put it in the freezer. Now with this one, if I rub my finger around a little bit, as you can see those holes that I tapped it in there just to show you that I'm able to move this around, you know what I'm saying? That basically shows you that the product is not all the way frozen. As a matter of fact, it comes off my finger just a little bit, you know? So with that being said, it's not completely frozen or it's not completely solid, but at the same time, it freezes up just a little bit. Alright, now the next product is the Remix product, but it's halfway, you know what I'm saying? So with this one, because it's a less amount, you would think that it would freeze up a lot more, you know? So with that being said, let me show you. Now, this product compared to the first butter, the reason why I use way more of this one, the first butter was a little bit more solid than this bad boy, you know what I'm saying? So let's see. With this one, I can actually scoop some off. Like, look at that. I can scoop some of the butter off. You would think that because this one has less product in it, it would freeze a lot quicker because it doesn't take that much to freeze this because it's less quantity, right? But with this one, it's not as frozen solid. I can actually move it around if I wanted to, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I'm gonna get into the details of why that happens. All right, now this next product, this is the Trinity House of Suds. Now, this is a brand new product and I'm gonna do a review. I got so many products to do reviews on, but I got my own personal ideas that I wanna be able to shoot and bring to you guys, you know? So y'all just be patient. And with that being said, just take a look at this one. So with the Trinity House of Suds butter, man, look, this is simply amazing. And this is the softest product out of all of them. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, this product, in regards to being put in a freezer overnight as well as waiting throughout the day, it did not freeze up. Now, there's something else I gotta say about Trinity House of Suds, you know what I'm saying? That's one reason why I say this product review is coming to you guys a little bit later. But alright, now this one right here, this is the coconut oil, and as you guys can clearly see, you know what I'm saying? This is deep down to the bottom of it, but if I put my finger in there and try to dig some stuff out, man, the coconut oil, this mug is rock solid. This is solid as a rock, you know what I'm saying? But you should expect that from coconut oil because coconut oil only has one ingredient in it, you know what I'm saying? Now, when it comes to the HD waves, a lot of people tend to typically say,
oh man, my HD waves did the same thing, bro. That ain't nothing. All you gotta do is warm it up or basically let it soften up.
Alright, so with the HD waves, check this out. As you can see, you know what I'm saying? Let that focus. The HD waves, for the most part, it's somewhat frozen, it's somewhat hard and solid, you know, like as you can see, I don't get that much off of my finger when I rub it. But at the same time, this HD waves is similar to this remix product right here. They're about the same hardness, you know, basically being put in a freezer to freeze them, you know. So with that being said, those are all the products. Now, the moment you all been waiting for. The reason why a lot of people hate on me is because I bring science to the wave game. They got so many people that be giving y'all bro science. They've been giving y'all made up stuff. Whenever I try to talk to them about it and try to explain this stuff, they try to stunt and say,
but I know what I'm talking about. Look at my sub count versus yours.
And I'm like, bro, sub counts really don't matter. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, science is not biased. So with that being said, let's get into the science of the products. All right, now when it comes to your products hardening up because of the cold or whatever the case is, the main reason why I said it was a basic ingredient blend was simply because most products typically have to have ingredients put in them to avoid this from happening. Anybody that knows anything about actually making a real product know that there are natural ingredients that you can put within your products to prevent this from happening. The reason why this trend is happening is because there's so many novice and amateur product makers, you know what I'm saying? Because there's been this trend in this movement to basically saying,
all natural products are way better for your hair.
And what they tend to do is when they make their products, they think just because they don't put a product you can't pronounce in there, it makes it all natural. But what a lot of those people fail to realize is some of those ingredients that they can't pronounce, they are actually natural or organic. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to go into the details of it. I'll make sure I link a video right above here where I went through and broke down the Wave Builder cocoa and shea pomade. You know what I'm saying? And it's something that people tend to say,
oh, if you can't pronounce it, then you shouldn't use it.
But at the end of the day, when it comes to product labeling and everything like that, you have to put the scientific label on the ingredient, or you can put the natural ingredient in parentheses and put the scientific ingredient on the back of it. That's one reason why on my first video, people was trying to say,
oh, you don't even have a product to review it.
I don't have to have the product to review it because I can simply look at the back of the product label and basically see what's listed on there. Now, if they haven't listed something and they actually have it in the ingredient, that actually goes against the FDA because you're supposed to list ingredients to prevent people from getting allergic reactions from this stuff. At the end of the day, my whole goal and my whole purpose being in the wave game is simply to elevate the wave game because, like I said, I'm not giving out just my opinion or anything like that. I actually studied this stuff for my YouTube, for you guys specifically, because people need to know these things. There's so many people that put products in their hair and they don't get the results that they need. And one thing I gotta say that I don't care how y'all take it, but a moisturizer should never cost the same as a butter. Because at the end of the day, the benefits that a moisturizer provides versus a butter are way different. A butter should always cost a lot more than a moisturizer. But hey, what do I know? You know what I'm saying? I don't really know nothing. When it comes to the Murray's products right here, now the reason why these products will freeze up and you'll see the effects that they did, I put these in the freezer. You know what I'm saying? Most people are getting their products out of the mailbox and they're coming out hard, basically sliding out the box and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? Now with these products, if that happened to these products, you would be like,
okay, man, it's a cheap product. You know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. I'm not really tripping on it.
Alright, now when it comes to the Murray's products, the reason why these don't react the same way, you can clearly see on the original Murray's, you start seeing kind of like clumps and lusters of ingredients basically binding together the more that they froze. A product is not supposed to solidify, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to try to keep a product away from being too cold, and with certain ingredients, you're supposed to keep them from being too hot. Now when people say,
oh, your products froze up or whatever the case is, just warm them up.
That is the worst thing to tell somebody. At the end of the day, what you should tell them is,
let it thaw out. You know what I'm saying?
Say that again.
Let it thaw out.
But at the end of the day, if you spending 50 bucks on 2 products, don't you think that should be on the product label? You shouldn't have to Google this stuff. You shouldn't have to be getting on wave pages asking people what the hell is going on with your products. that should be on the label, right? But at the same time, these are cheap products, so you would expect cheap products to react that way. Whenever products start hardening up due to being too cold or whatever, it breaks down the molecular structure of the product, and that's one reason why on most product labels they tell you to keep your products at a certain temperature. You know what I'm saying? When you take a look at coconut oil, this coconut oil right here, because it's natural, because it's refined and everything like that, they actually give you directions in regards to how you're supposed to store this. You're not supposed to store this where it can be frozen, and you're also supposed to avoid certain temperatures in regards to the heat. Now, on the front of the label, it clearly tells you that this product can be heated up all the way to 280. Whenever the product gets to 280 degrees Fahrenheit, that's whenever the molecular structure of coconut oil starts to just get destroyed, you know what I'm saying? But coconut oil, that's one of the main reasons why people love coconut oil, because it has such a strong molecular structure as well as a high boiling point, you know what I'm saying? Now, when you buy most products that come from BOBs and everything like that, their product labels or their websites may not go into that as much detail, simply because they don't have the testing equipment to be able to determine that kind of stuff. Now, depending on if they know where they get their ingredients from, if they really wanted to be able to provide you guys with the most information, they could list it on their website, basically with the freezing temperature as well as the high point in regards to the temperatures that these products can withstand. But at the end of the day, most black-owned businesses or small businesses, they don't have that kind of equipment, and they probably don't have that kind of research. They probably don't even know, you know what I'm saying? That's one reason why I wanted to make this video, because a lot of people need to be more informed about this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Now, whenever it comes to the remix butters, if you guys watched my first video, these products actually inspire not only the Royal line, but also the Go Drip line, you know what I'm saying, in regards to the ingredients. Now, the thing that separates Remix products is Remix actually, whenever you look at his product labels, that's the reason why I showed it in my video, he actually shows you the scientific names as well as the natural ingredients. Now, one thing I can say is this is an older batch of Remix products. This is the one that's more full, and when he first came out, he didn't know that kind of stuff. So that's one reason why this one probably may be a lot harder than this one is. But with his new ingredients, he basically upped his game and actually studied the game, you know what I'm saying? And he came out with products that could compete with store-bought products, you know what I'm saying, in regards to how they react whenever you ship them, because he's been doing this for a while. Now, this is an aside, you know what I'm saying, but the products that I recommended on my last video, the Remix products as well as the Legion Sauce products, those products can actually be sold in stores because of how they're labeled as well as how the business owners conduct business, you know what I'm saying? With that being said, when it comes to being able to offer something to the wave game, everybody on YouTube offers something different. I just happen to offer the scientific background in regards to most of this stuff in regards to products and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So, alright, now when it comes to the Trinity House of Such product, the maker of this product is such a humble dude, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, in regards to product makers, this dude actually knows what he's talking about, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, I wanted to hold off on this review till my channel grew a little bit more, because I felt like his product deserved a lot more shine than it actually is getting right now in the wave game. But with that being said, that's one of the reasons why his product did not react like everybody else's product, you know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, his product is actually probably the cheapest on the market, and it performs the best in regards to the conditions that I just showed you. So with that being said, that should let you know this guy actually knows what he's talking about. He's taking the time to do the R&D, the research and development for his products and everything like that. But I don't want to get too much into that. Now, when it comes to HD Waves is another basic ingredient product, but the basic ingredients that it has are way more exotic. You know what I'm saying? When I said that on my last video, this has way more exotic ingredients, but it does not have those natural ingredients that you probably would need to prevent it from hardening up. So people that may have HD Waves, they may run into the same thing as the Go Drip butter, because HD Waves probably don't know for himself that he can put organic ingredients in there that are harder to pronounce to prevent it from happening, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, I highly doubt that a lot of people are running into the same issue, because I don't be seeing people posting a lot of videos of HD Waves performing the same way as the Go Drip products, you know what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's really hard for me to put that claim against HD Waves, and the reason why I said it is I put this in a freezer, you know what I'm saying? Most people are getting their products in the mailbox, you know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, I know some people live in very close comments, but the people that's been posting their videos, they all live in the South. I don't be seeing a lot of people from New York posting videos like that, but hey, what do I know? Alright, now the last thing that I want to say is when it comes to your products, like I mentioned before, I want to go into a little bit more detail. your products have a certain molecular structure based off of the ingredients that it has. When it comes to product makers, some free game that I want to give you guys is whenever it comes to developing your products, just because you can't pronounce an ingredient, look it up on Google. That's all you got to do. Just look it up on Google. Find out what the properties of the ingredient are. You know what I'm saying? Find out if it's actually natural, organic, or whatever the case is, and determine how much you can actually put into your product to make it safe. But a lot of these natural people that basically try to say
you need to use all natural products,
and the only reason why they're saying that is because they're selling their products at a way higher price point, and they're trying to make it seem like all these other products that have ingredients that they can't pronounce are bad for you. You know what I'm saying? It's just simply a marketing scheme, and that's one thing that I hate in regards to everything that's going on in the wave game. Everybody is marketing things in a certain way and not really look out for the consumer unless their name is Brush King. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my bro. Brush King has been dropping nothing but quality. You know what I'm saying? He's been coming up with his own designs. He's not like some of these other people that actually just buy brushes from Alibaba and basically put their logo on them and then try to sell it as if they designed it and made it themselves. You know, so with that being said, I'm gonna have another video coming in the future going into detail of people that's doing this stuff, because at the end of the day, when I started my channel, I started it so it can be focused on integrity, protecting the consumer, and giving people the best information backed by science to be able to help take your waves to the next level. Now, I've had people copy that slogan and phrase and everything like that, but with that being said, I told y'all 2018 was the year of the dawn. 2019, the wave game is going to change. It's either going to change for the better or it's going to change for the worse based off of y'all reaction. So when it comes to this video, don't try to blow it out of proportion. This is just simply me explaining and breaking this stuff down so people can avoid this stuff and product makers can actually step their game up to be able to provide you a product that actually meets the price point that they're trying to charge you guys. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, it's your boy J. Lou. If you guys have any comments, questions, make sure you leave them down in the comment section below. I appreciate all the support that I've been getting so far. But with that being said, it's your boy Prophet Lou. As y'all can see, I got the monsoon cap, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do a review on these bad boys coming soon. Y'all just hold on tight. Your boy J. Lou, I got the heat, you know what I'm saying? I got the fire, and just the way my monsoon cap, I got the drip, I got the sauce. But I hope y'all enjoy y'all day. And with that being said, salute.
In the first 48, I told to pimp the pen, reminiscing my ghetto dreams and still tip in. Doing the south side to wanna be a bowler, breaking them out, swinging and banging in the candy red and polar. Let me slow it down to help you see. I wrote this with classic hits from the 713. June 27, so the world we wasn't playing. These 8-time boys don't keep the world saying.
On the south, I got the